Ever wondered how to turn everyday trash into stylish and functional storage solutions? Hello friends and welcome back to my channel OrgaNatic. Today I've got a lineup of creative upcycling ideas to help you organize your home without blowing your budget. Let's dive in. I decided to take a regular Nutella jar to make an organizer out of it. Now I'll show you what I end up with. First, I remove the label from the jar. For this idea I need modeling clay, a unique material that easily takes any shape and air dries on its own. I also need a knife and a bowl of water. I cut off a small piece from the block and roll it into a long rope. Then I fold that rope in half and twist it like this. And now the most interesting part begins. I attach the resulting snake to the jar, bending the top end near the neck and the bottom end around the base. If you need to smooth the surface of the clay, you can lightly moisten it with water. This helps make it smooth and even. Then I carefully press down the area near the neck so it becomes neat and even. At the base of the jar I also remove any excess, so the organizer can stand level and steady. I attach more snakes of clay one by one all over the jar's surface in exactly the same way. They can differ slightly in size and shape, that's not important, and I think a little imperfection gives this creation a special charm. When the entire surface is covered, you need to let the jar air dry according to the instructions on the clay packaging. Usually it takes around 24 hours. The next day the organizer is ready to use, and there are many ways you can put it to work. For example, if you place it near the stove, you can store utensils in it. It looks stylish and unusual, and you'll always have what you need at hand. Of course, you can also use the jar for decoration. You can put flowers, branches or grass in it, and you won't have to spend money on a store-bought vase. A homemade vase like this adds coziness and originality to your interior. Or perhaps you'd like to use it as a desk organizer for office supplies. Why not? In this way you can decorate a container of any size or shape and use it in all sorts of situations. It's simple, interesting and functional. Have you ever wondered if you could make bakery-quality croissants at home? I used to think it was impossible, but then I found a class on Craftsy, who is also sponsoring today's video. Craftsy is an incredible online community for makers, bakers and creators of all kinds. With over 2000 classes and categories like baking, sewing, painting and so much more, it's the perfect place to find inspiration, pick up a new skill or improve the ones you already love. I recently took a class called Classic Croissants Modern Technique with executive pastry chef Colette Christian, and it was such a fun experience. Colette breaks down every step of the process from rolling out the dough to getting that perfect flaky texture. Her tips and techniques made something that seemed so intimidating feel simple and achievable. And trust me, the results are delicious. If you've been wanting to explore your creativity in the kitchen or try something completely new, now's the perfect time. The first 1000 people will get a full year of premium membership to Craftsy for only $1.49. This offer is valid for new members only. To unlock it, simply click the link in my description or scan the QR code on the screen. It's such an amazing deal, and I can't wait for you to experience the joy of creating something special with your own two hands. Milk cartons are perfect for storing various items. On my channel you've already seen more than once how I use them for organizing. Today I want to share a new idea with you using Tetra Paks. I pre-rinsed this milk carton and now it's ready to go. First I cut off the corners, then I slice 3 sides at the top so I can get inside. Finally, with a craft knife, I make a small rectangular window at the bottom. If you like, you can paint the carton with a spray gun or cover it with self-adhesive film. But today I want to suggest a simpler and more interesting idea. Did you know you can carefully peel off the top layer with the label? That way we remove the visual noise and give the carton a calm, natural look. Some cartons peel easily, but I had to fiddle with this one a bit. Still, the result was worth it. I love how it turned out. Using a hole punch, I pierced the top on the back side, though you could make a slit with scissors. And now this organizer can be hung on a hook inside the cabinet door. It's useful, for example, for storing bags. Put them in through the top opening and pull them out from the bottom. You can also store socks in a wardrobe in the same manner. But that's not all. You can also place the organizer in a drawer. Its advantage is that you can cut it to exactly the length you need. Look how nicely it fits here. Now the bags have their own spot and they'll be kept compactly and conveniently. From empty chip cans you can make a great organizer for a kid's room. I decided on a height of 9 cm, but you can choose any height you like depending on what you plan to store. First I measure around the can and draw a line because it's easier to make an even cut that way. Then I take a craft knife and carefully cut along the line. I decided to cover the container with gift wrap because it's an inexpensive and quick option. For this project I prepared 6 cans. You can make them all the same height as I did or make them different heights, it's totally up to your needs. To make a handle for the organizer we need a box or a piece of cardboard. In fact, you won't need the whole box, just its top section. I cut a piece whose length equals 3 chip cans and whose height is at least double the can's height. I cut out the handle like this. Now that all the parts are ready, we assemble them into one piece. First I glue the cans together using hot glue. I like it because it holds strongly and sets quickly. Then I attach the cans to the cardboard handle, pressing firmly so the glue adheres well. I decided to decorate the organizer with red duct tape, but you could use jute twine, ribbon or leave it as is. I also wrapped the handle for extra stability. And here's the result! This organizer will now hold my younger daughter's pencils. She sorted them by color and it's become very easy to find the one she needs. The organizer fits perfectly on our craft supply shelf. You can put it away when it's not in use and place it on the desk whenever your child wants to draw. You can make this organizer any size you want. For the containers you can use not only chip cans, but also tin cans, milk cartons or even plastic bottles. It's a simple, budget-friendly and functional way to organize your space with your own hands, giving a second life to items you'd no longer need. And all without extra expense. We are all used to throwing away tea boxes as soon as we finish the tea bags. But what if I told you they can be repurposed to help organize your space? Yes, indeed, those very boxes work great for putting in order a kitchen drawer where we usually keep small items. I saved up these boxes from my favorite tea, and to turn them into storage containers all you have to do is trim the flaps. If you'd like to see this idea and many more ways to make DIY organizers from everyday items, click on the video window that just appeared on your screen. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel and I'll see you again very soon. Bye bye!